So moved.
It's a little bit after 4:15. I call the meeting to order. We have a total of 4 sets of minutes. The first is from the Selectmen's meeting of Monday, November 17th. I make a motion we approve them as printed.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have a Selectmen's workshop from Monday, November 17th at 11:35. I make a motion we approve them as printed.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the minutes of a Selectmen's workshop which occurred on Monday, November 17th at 3:10 PM. I make a motion we approve them as printed.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
It was a busy week last week. And we also have the minutes of a regional Selectmen's meeting which occurred here at the Ospey Town Hall on Thursday, November 20th. I make a motion we approve them as printed.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the check voucher totals. Payroll for week ending 11/22 was $37,403.63. The accounts payable for week ending 11/15 were $140,085.30, for a total dispersed last week of $177,488.93. I make a motion we sign.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Excuse me.
All right, we have the Highway Department work log for 11/16 to 11/22. It's here in the folder for anybody to look at. We have a letter which was prepared for us after accepting a gift from John and Sue Nelson. It's, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Nelson, on behalf of the town of Ospey, we gratefully acknowledge your very generous gift of the exercise equipment donated to our police department. The equipment will be of great use to the police department. We thank you for thinking of our organization to donate to. Respectfully signed, the Board of Selectmen. The motion is signed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a welcome letter for a new business to the Ospey Auction Barn, John B. O'Keefe Jr. and William C. Martin III. We're writing to welcome you and your business to the town of Ospey. Town of Ospey incorporated in 1785 as the county seat, etc., etc. We wish you luck and much success. Our job at Town Hall is to help make you successful, so don't hesitate to contact us if we can be of service. Make a motion, we send it and sign it.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have a timber tax warrant. Kelly Skian, collector taxes in the amount of $1,501.46. Make a motion, we sign.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have a timber tax warrant in the amount of $3,186.19. I make a motion, we sign.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have a letter from Town Clerk, Board of Selectmen. Would like to request to have the $1,000 in record restoration line be encumbered for the preservation for 2 books that need to be preserved. We received our grant, $9,887, that preserved 5 books. The state is asking that we also help with the restoration of our town records. We will be applying for another grant in 2015 to complete another 5 books. If you have questions, let me know. Do you have any comment on encumbering that $1,000 that's unexpended? I'm going to make a motion that we have the town administrator proceed with encumbering that $1,000 in record restoration.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is Kelly here? Could you ask her to come in to speak to us on this credit card payments? This is to the Board of Selectmen, and it's regarding a contract to begin be able to do the ACH credit card payments for auto and taxes.
She's on the phone.
All right, I'm going to set this aside for just a minute, then, and we can take it up with her when she comes in. We have a consent calendar from the Executive Council on different actions they've taken this past month. We have a letter from Time Warner Cable, seems like almost a weekly thing, talking about their programming. We have a Ospey Watershed Quality Report, which will be presented here at Town Hall on December 4th at 6 o'clock. Youth citizen scientists from 5 watershed schools will be presenting their findings from volunteer biological assessment program. Learn about the health of the Ospey watershed. We have a reappointment document for our forest fire wardens. These are all recommended by our warden to be reappointed. To be Michael Brownell as deputy, Dana Cullen Jr. as deputy, Dana Cullen Sr. as a deputy, Thomas Fogarty, Carl Huddleston, Scott Riley, Joseph Riley, Matt Theriault, Mark Washburn, Carl West Jr., and Adam Riley. These are all our current deputy wardens. Any discussion? I make a motion that we reappoint them to the positions of deputy warden.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, move on to a couple of things while Kelly's still there. We have old business. How's the bridge?
The bridge is coming along nicely up there. We had a meeting up there on Thursday. Frank attended up there with us and stuff. Progress is coming along nicely. They have identified, I think we left some copies in your mailboxes so you could just be aware of something that might be coming up in the near future here for a change order that they're looking at for some undiscovered rotted beams and stuff in some of the cords up there. And so we went through the process that this whole thing's got to go through, which is right now it's in Hoyle Tanner's hands, which is our consultant engineer. They're going to review it, ask questions, and go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Then they'll make a recommendation to us as a town, at which time, basically their recommendation is when we bring it up to a selectmen's meeting to go over it, act on it, stuff like that, and also submit it to DOT for their review and their comments and things on it. So, other than that, there's really nothing new to report on that. They're working along there every day, and it's coming along.
This change order, Brad, if I'm reading it correctly, involves about $22,000 worth of work?
Right. And about 60 days of, at a time, 67 days of calendar days, which are 44 work days, basically, they're looking to extend, which, the calendar days, personally, I don't have a problem with anyway and stuff on that part of it, but I really need to have Hoyle Tanner's expertise in identifying each of the figures there. They go through on page 2, then they relate it to the plans on the back. The plans on the back aren't full size, so you can't see some of the stuff that was cut out on the copies they did here. So I went through and tried to identify where these members are and stuff on there.
Is this all new stuff that they discovered, or some of the stuff that we had previously had a disagreement about change orders on?
I'm not 100% sure of that.
Okay.
That's
Okay. But Hoyle and Tanner is reviewing it on our behalf to determine whether or not this is new and whether or not it's justified.
correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what we're paying them for. We'll see what they say.
Yep.
Okay? Under old business, I have down now on here water and sewer fees. We did address that last week. We did also meet this afternoon with the water superintendent. We have not resolved anything, I don't think. We have suggested a joint meeting between the Board of Selectmen and the water commissioners to further the discussion, but quite frankly, where we stand is where we stood last week, which is that we're not going to pay for more than what we use. And we'll see where that goes. Kelly, you have your proposal in our red folder about the ACH credit card payments, and I just wanted to talk, this is through Avatar?
It's yes. It's their people they've hired because the third person to work with their software and the credit card companies.
Other towns using it?
Other towns, yeah?
The same people?
Yeah,
and-
Invoice Cloud, yeah.
Okay. Did you have any concerns about it?
No, because right now, we actually have Invoice Cloud now as it is because people can pay taxes.
Okay, and this is simply going to extend it over so they can also do their motor vehicle?
Their motor vehicles, their dogs.
Anything you collect?
Anything, but now they'll be able to do either ACH or with a credit card.
Okay. Did you have any questions? I read it, but I just wanted to make sure that...
It's good.
Huh?
It's hard to find somebody to get anybody else, because they have to be able to write and work with Avatar software too, and these are the people that Avatar has picked, and we've had it for 3-4 years now.
No issues? Good to deal with?
No,
Okay.
very good.
Good. That means, I'll make a motion that we approve this, to expand our ACH credit card collection capability at the town clerk's office.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Update from Public Works Director.
I did, and I talked about this, add something on the thing. Sometimes I have some other items to bring up that aren't necessarily like either the covered bridge or something like that to report on. But I asked Ellis, and I put that on as what to bring up today as some projects. Unfortunately, this time of year is when we're really winding down, so we don't have a lot to report. It might be doing this much more useful in the summertime and stuff. But I did come up with a few things just to update you guys on that might be a little bit more information than in the weekly report that you get from me too and stuff. We also just finished some touch-up paving on Deer Cove Road. I don't know if I reported that before or not to you guys, where we did that drainage swale down on the side of the road by the beach there this spring and stuff. And there was some areas where the roots were underneath the pavement where we dislodged the pavement. So we went in, our crew went in and had to saw cut it all out, and then we had Links Region Paving come in and patch those, maybe 6 spots all together in there to put that road back together for the people down there. Let's see, because basically right now, as I said before, we're transitioning into our winter mode down back here. Also let you know, I hadn't really told you, we got truck number 10 back from DeCruzio's that went into the engine rebuild. Everything seems to be working good on it, knock on metal anyway, but, so, that's good, all the trucks are up and running and stuff going right now, so we're good there. I did come up with an issue I wanted to bring up to you guys tonight, was over at Constitution Park. You know where the little sand pit area is down in back of the park there, going off the long sand road, going the road, go to the hiking trails? We've been having a trash problem in there, we're cleaning it up, stuff like that today. We've identified the people, notified the PD on and stuff like that, but, so Bill was asking me today if it'd be, get your opinion on putting a gate up in there. Mainly for the summertime, I know we have to open it in the winter times, that snowmobile trail, but in the summertime, either gated or send blocks or something there to keep the people from being able to drive in there and throw the trash out. 'Cause
Snow machine trails in there?
they go up through there in the wintertime, yeah, they go up through there, come up that hill there, right up where they shoot the fireworks off, and go up through
Yep.
the Constitution Park that way, part of the trail system.
Yeah. I don't have any opposition to it, do you? No, go for it.
I have a preference whether we put a gate on, or maybe cement blocks, so there's some concrete blocks in there, we can just move in the fall time, or,
I guess I'd leave that to you and whatever, probably you have the availability pretty quickly of the blocks versus putting in them, you know, having gate built,
Yeah.
but,
Maybe it goes temporarily, and maybe next summer build a depot or something
yeah,
like that.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I know that there's been an issue in there before, I used to go in there shooting,
Okay. The other thing, I was over at the transfer station today, we're pricing out, we have pretty good piles of our commodities over there with aluminum cans and plastics, we have a full load ready to go. We've been pricing it out and stuff. Right now, the prices aren't that great. Historically, they tend to rise in February sometime. So I'm just gonna put out to the board here, if you think we should play the game a little bit, do a little more money for the stuff, or if you wanted to see the revenue in this year's funds, we could move the stuff, but,
I don't think that revenue's gonna make a difference one way or another in the grand scheme of things, and I would say if there's a chance you're gonna get more money for it in February, then hold it and get it in February.
we can store it there, we have room for storage and stuff, so.
Yep. One question I wanted to ask, and I'm glad you talked about the incinerator. When we were reviewing the bills earlier and initialing them, we are still being charged a fuel surcharge by the hauler. At what point, I mean, fuel's come down a long way, at what point do we stop having to pay the fuel surcharge?
A month and a half ago. We
Okay.
confronted them on that, and they're actually the next, and they said, oh, that should have come off back in the middle of September, because the fuel did drop.
It did.
then. No, so they're gonna give us a credit of about $455, in our next bill, we'll see that.
Okay.
Because they went back and reviewed it and said, oh, yeah, these should have been taken off, so.
Well, now that the fuel's gone down, I mean, I understand the concept behind the fuel surcharge, but it seemed to me that it's come down enough that we shouldn't be paying that.
Yeah, no, we noticed that, so that's why
Okay.
we called them and asked them that question.
Because it was on the bill that we approved today.
Right, yeah, and that was what stirred the debate, we brought up,
Okay.
the question to them, so.
Okay,
We
good.
should see that credit next, on the next bill.
Good.
Show up for
Very
the
good.
balance of the year. Yeah.
Good. Anything else, Brad?
Nope, that was it.
Any other new business?
I don't have any business.
I don't either. When is that public hearing on the treatment facility? I had it last week. Remember? 6th? For the drug rehab. I don't have it with me. It's coming up. Do we have budget committee this week? Because it's a holiday. That's a good thing. We are done with our budget reviews, am I correct, until we get to the issue of warrant articles? From Evans. Speaking of which, on warrant articles, have you done anything to prepare anything on highway garage?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a quote in on that, and I also have a quote in on a red listed bridge that, you know, I'll be presenting to
Okay.
you guys on.
All
So,
right, very good.
yeah.
Well, on behalf of the board, I certainly want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, a safe Thanksgiving. Brad, I hope the guys don't have to be out there plowing Thanksgiving Day, and
Hopefully they get done early in the morning, spend the afternoon.
you know, it depends on the forecast. I hope they're able to get home. It's one of the perils of being a town employee. They may very well be out there plowing snow while we're sitting home stuffing our face, and certainly let them know that we're hoping that they don't have to. We do have a request for a non-public. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta do public input. Yes, fine, sorry.
I just got a $500 donation from Broad Leather Bank Association. I don't know if you guys know what it was going with it. That's cool.
Sure. Donation to,
Invasive species.
Very nice.
They do it every year,
okay,
but they gave us $500 this year.
yeah. Ellen, can you get letter prepared for us for our next meeting? Well, certainly, absolutely.
That's all I
Anything else? No? Any other public input? No? Just here to observe? Okay. How we doing? Okay.
You can warrant it for me, but listen here, and then go back to budget,
All right.
and so
And you're
just so I
certainly not gonna
know.
stuff your face Thanksgiving Day, are you?
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. All right, we do have a request to go into non-public on, with our tax collector on tax under issue, and it's under RSA 91A32C. And further, in the interest of being completely legal, I'm told it has to be a roll call vote. So Frank Riley?
Yes.
Bob Freeman?
Yes.
Rick Morgan? Yes. We will be back. Okay, call the public session back to order. Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Right?
I do not.
Ellen? Again, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. I make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in
You
favor?
too. Aye.
Aye. Thank you.